Okay, so next I want you to open up your workbooks until you see a map that looks just like this one. Now this map shows us all of the different emergencies that can happen all over the country, as well as some emergencies that can happen everywhere. So where we live in California, we have earthquakes and wildfires. And so today we are going to talk about how to be safe during earthquakes. Can anybody tell me how an earthquake happens? That is a great answer, yes. So, the Earth's crust is under our feet right now. And just below the Earth's crust is the mantle, which is a thick layer. Floating on top of the mantle are these slabs of rock called tectonic plates. And these tectonic plates are always moving very slowly. And sometimes those plates crash against each other. And when that happens, the people who are living above those tectonic plates feel an earthquake. And when an earthquake happens, everything is shaking, maybe the lights go out, stuff falls off the shelves, even entire bookcases could fall over. So it's really important that we know how to be safe in case an earthquake happens. Now, can anybody tell me how long an earthquake is? These are all great answers. An earthquake can be anywhere from a few seconds to even a minute or two. So, how can we be safe if an earthquake happens? The best thing that you can do to be safe is drop, cover, and hold on. Drop to the ground, cover underneath something sturdy, and cover your head and neck with your arms, and hold on to that sturdy piece of furniture so that if that piece of furniture moves, then you move with it. The most dangerous thing that could happen during an earthquake is that pieces of buildings fall down and stuff can fall over and hurt us or break and maybe even give us a cut. So it's important that we take cover so that nothing can fall on top of us. Now, what can we do if there is no sturdy piece of furniture to get underneath? You can find a spot on the wall where nothing can fall on you and there are no doors or windows nearby. Drop to the ground next to that wall and cover your head and your neck. Now, what would happen if you were outside during an earthquake? Well, again, we want to make sure that we are away from anything that can fall on top of us. And if you are away from anything that could fall over, then you drop to the ground and, that's right, cover your head and your neck. Now, can anybody tell me what happens after an earthquake? Yes, it's another earthquake. An aftershock usually happens after an earthquake. And an aftershock could be just as big as the initial earthquake. So it's important once we have our safe spot that we stay there for a few minutes after the shaking stops. Just in case there is another earthquake, an aftershock. Now, how can we be safe when we go home today? How can we prepare for an earthquake? There are a few things that we can do. So, like I said, there are a few things that could fall over if there were an earthquake, could fall on top of us. So what we can do at home is a hazard hunt. And in a hazard hunt, we look for things that would fall over and hurt us or block an exit. And we ask the grown-ups in our house to make sure that those things are bolted to the wall so that if an earthquake does happen, we are safe from things falling over. An important place to do this is in our bedroom. We need to make sure that there's nothing around our head so that if there was an earthquake, it would fall over and hurt us. Ask the grown-ups to put anything like that away or in another room so that if an earthquake does happen and you are in bed, you can stay in bed and cover your head and neck with a pillow. Another thing that we can do to stay safe is pick a safe spot in every room in the house. If an earthquake happened in your living room or in your bedroom, where is the safest place for you to go? Use the knowledge that we are teaching you here today to figure out your safe spots. Now that we have learned what to do in case an earthquake happens, I want you guys to practice with me. Now, do you guys do earthquake drills in school? That's great. We're going to do another one here today. So, in a few seconds, there's going to be an earthquake, and when it happens, you guys are going to drop, cover, and hold on. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, earthquake! Oh my gosh, the lights are turning off, and things are falling off the shelves, and things are shaking. Okay, and we are in our safe spot. The shaking is over, but we're going to stay in our safe spots for a few more seconds just in case there's an aftershock. All right, I think we're safe. Everybody can go back into our seats. You guys did an excellent job. And I noticed that a few students went against the wall because there was no more room underneath the desks. That's very good. Thank you guys so much. Now that we have learned how earthquakes happen and we have practiced what to do to stay safe, I want to share a story with you guys. So in my house, we are totally prepared for earthquakes. Our TV and our bookcases are strapped to the wall. We have picked safe spots in every room in the house, and we are ready in case an earthquake happens. But my cousin Molly is visiting from New Jersey, and Molly has never been in an earthquake before, but she's seen earthquakes in the movies and on TV, and she's a little bit nervous about an earthquake and what could happen. So, do you guys have any ideas for what I could tell Molly to help her feel more safe and secure when she comes to visit me? These are all great answers. Thank you guys so much for your suggestions. So, I heard some of you talk about skills that I could teach Molly, and these are called coping skills. And in our next section, we are going to learn some special coping skills that can help us in case we feel scared. So we learned how earthquakes happen. We practiced all the ways that we can be safe during and after an earthquake. And I shared a story with you guys. And I hope that when you go home, you share what you have learned about earthquakes with your family and with your friends. Thank you guys so much.